All right, in this one, we're going to go over how to set up your very own AI influencer.
So this isn't going to be a lesson on creating an AI model because we've already done that. So whether you're having problems creating the AI model on platforms such as AnyDreams or GenInfluence, or if you're using Stable Diffusion, go across to our free lesson and that's going to teach you how to do that. That is the first steps. The second steps is this lesson. We're going to be setting up all the social media pages and things that you need or required to have to be able to start making money from an AI model and grow their online presence. So firstly, we're going to start off with Instagram.
So presuming that you can now make an AI model and you can consistently generate images of them, you're happy with the way they look and you're ready to set up socials and start marketing them, Instagram is going to be your first stop. So Instagram, if you've seen any of our previous videos on setting up Instagram accounts for AI influencers, Instagram is going to be used as your kind of portfolio. So people will go there, people will check out your model, people will follow, people will want to engage with her lifestyle and maybe even talk to her on there. We probably won't let them talk to them on there, so don't worry about that step, but that is the reason why people might go to her Instagram account.
When it comes to setting up Instagrams, obviously there's two types. There's the quality and then there's the quantity. We've got a whole separate video on this, so if you did want to go watch that and find out a lot more information on setting up Instagram accounts and the different types, go and watch that now. But if you have just set up an Instagram account, but you are struggling to have time to manage it, what do you do? Well, you're going to need a VA to be able to get on that account and manage it for you. Because this is an AI model, there's no actual model to be able to manage that account, and you may have to hire staff. So getting VAs isn't too hard, but it does mean you need an organized system. So how are we going to do that with the content?
So in terms of hiring staff, you want to go to a freelance website. Now you've probably heard of Fiverr, you might have heard of Upwork as well. We prefer Upwork because it's more of an open platform where people can actually apply to your job more directly rather than being listed there and then you approach them. It's a lot easier to specify your requirements and then people apply to them. And then obviously you can do your own filtering effect where you hire staff and then fire them if they're shit. Train them up if you can. Some of them may be shit, so you may have to test and trial a few things, but that's just part of the process of hiring staff. Now, in terms of actually running your staff, you want somewhere where they can obviously find the content, but they don't quite know how to generate it. If you give too much information away to them, they're going to be able to make their own AI influencer and market it better than you because they're going to actually have experience with running these accounts. So you want to start a Google Drive folder or a Dropbox or something like this, basically an enclosed server where only they can access this and only your team can access this content. Put the content in there and allow them to distribute that as you are training them to do so.
Obviously, if you're running a high quality Instagram account, just one Instagram account, we probably wouldn't recommend getting a VA. However, if you've got quite a few Instagram accounts, then this is where the VA comes in handy. However, there's different Instagram marketing methods that we're not going to go over fully in depth in this video because once again, we've already made them videos for you on our YouTube. So we'll link them down below. So if you did want to learn about the mother slave method, which is where you're making lots of accounts and you may require VAs, then there's going to be a video here. It's going to pop up for you to go access. And then obviously there's other methods such as clicks and reels where you're going to be able to get more fans and more interactions on your page, which once again, we're not going to go in too much depth. But the main objective of Instagram is kind of grow that portfolio presence on the platform so people can see and observe and judge your model from that page. So secondly, after Instagram, you want to do more social media platforms. One platform, Instagram, okay, it's good, you'll get some interaction, but you always want to spread the web across the whole internet.
So the reason we prioritize Instagram is obviously it is the portfolio kind of social media. Everyone who fancies a girl or wants to see more pictures of them will look for an Instagram of them. That's just a fact, that's the way the world works. However, consider different social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Reddit. All of these things are going to get your model great attention, so I would recommend those too. We have done videos on all of those in the past, so feel free to go on the channel and find them.
But before you start expanding to all of these social media platforms, you need to work out what your model is going to be. If she's going to be a model that goes on Fanvue or OnlyFans, so that type of model, spicy type of model, or if they're just going to be an influencer model that does brand deals or fitness deals and promotes other people's brands instead of getting their tits out. So you're going to have to decide what type of model you're going to be creating and then obviously specifically tailor all of these social medias to that kind of style.
So if you are going down the route of a spicy creator, it is a lot easier to make money this way. And obviously there is a higher limit to the amount of money that you can make doing this spicy kind of content as well. So what you want to do is set up a spicy page, of course. Now, where do we set up our spicy creators? Is it on OnlyFans? Is it on Fanvue, Fanvue? Where do we do this? There's a lot of controversy on the internet. However, Fanvue actually likes AI models. A lot of these platforms prefer, the real models. Patreon will ban you, OnlyFans will ban you, unless you have a model of correct likeness. So, you're actually making a AI model of someone, but then you might as well just have that model there anyway. But Fanvue allows you to upload your own ID and start making AI content with your AI model. You don't have to look like the model. You don't need any of this. You just upload your ID. As long as you're over 18, you can start selling content on this website.
Exactly. And because you've already got that organized Drive or Google Drive folder or Dropbox folder, it's going to be very easy to be able to find the content that's slightly more provocative and then start posting it onto Fanvue. So that's an easy way to start off. Customers are going to start flowing in from Instagram, Twitter, etc., as long as you put the correct link in your bio. So as we all know, if you put an OnlyFans link or a Fanvue link directly on your Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, anything like this, it's going to get pinged. And when I mean pinged, I mean your account's going to get flagged up and most likely going to get banned, which is obviously not what you want, especially if you just spend a few weeks trying to build up the following and make the account look mint. So what are we going to do? We're going to find a link encryption service. This is things like Linktree or Beacon AI. There's many other ones out there, which we can link below as well if you are looking for some of them. But a simple Google is going to allow you to find these platforms. We're going to put the links in there and then put that link in your bio and tell people to go towards that link across your Fanvue and then start interacting with your model, therefore gaining a lot more money.
Now, if you want to go down the route of getting brand deals and being an actual influencer rather than going down the spicy route, what you can do is outreach to brands. For example, it's a big one, so it's kind of out of reach, but say you reached out to Nike and you had a creator in the sporty niche, this AI girl, she goes to the gym, she works out, she has a gym kind of lifestyle. You could reach out to Nike and say, look, I'll promote your brands. All I want is either an affiliate fee on purchases. So if you bring customers to them, you then get a percentage of whatever is purchased via your customers that you bring to them. Or some brands will actually approach you and just pay you a flat fee to promote their products. And that is when real money comes in.
And you may be thinking, why on earth would anyone want an AI influencer to promote their brands or fashion companies or anything like this? Why? Well, firstly, have you ever seen an AI creator promoting a certain brand or a certain fashion group online? No, you haven't. So imagine being one of the first famous AI models to promote a Nike. That's going to hit the news and they're going to get a lot of money. So there's one reason. The second reason is because a lot of companies get bored of hiring photographers, renting out a studio, giving them lots of clothes. It's so much fucking hassle. Whereas if you can just tap away on the computers and listen to the last lesson that we've told you on how to create AI models, if you just tap away, make that brand on that model, within 5 minutes, you've already got 2 or 3 images good to go, ready to go on social media. That saves a whole content day, it saves models going from A to B. It saves so much more time and effort for the business and also increases efficiency. So that is number 2 of why people would love AI influencers. But the problem is there isn't really any about. And the ones that are about, they all do spicy content, which a lot of brands don't obviously want to associate with. So this is where you can get the upper hand with AI influence.
Now, one thing that is certain with both of these is they are both going to require the same steps to actually build up an audience. And all it is monetizing that audience. It doesn't matter if you are a real human monetizing your audience via TikTok skit videos or makeup tutorials, whatever you're doing, or you're an AI influencer who has an audience and then promoting brands or doing spicy content, it's all the same stuff. Building up an audience, learning how to actually do social media marketing, and then learning how to capitalize on that and make money off of that.
Now, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to learn exactly how to be an expert in social media marketing within a 20-minute video. But don't worry, we can show you how to do that and give you the skills required to be able to get these brand deals. Whether that's finding customers on Instagram or Twitter and Reddit by going into the little degenerate holes and pulling them out, putting them onto your Reddit, putting them onto your Fanvue or OnlyFans, or whether that's going into LinkedIn or other platforms that are a lot more professional and finding good brands that are needing assistance with promotion, clothing or products, then either can be done via social media marketing, and that is where we are here to help.
So if this is something that you are looking to get into or look more in depth into, look on our channel. We've done hundreds of videos now on AI influencers, AI models, and also OnlyFans management. So these will teach you all the skills that you will need to actually build up your own AI influencer and monetize their content. However, if you are looking for either a community or a course that will tell you chronologically in depth how to do this without having to scroll through YouTube, we have a £100 course, very cheap. Go to the description. One of the first links will be to the course. Now, if you are looking for that free training that we mentioned at the start of the video, so how to actually set up your AI influencer, the top link in the description will be there. And also we offer coaching in the space as well. So if you are looking for an even more in-depth experience, one-to-one experience, DM me on Instagram at OFMKyle, and I will respond to that as soon as I can.